Welcome to Two Fools Network. I'm Dave the Head, and this is Darkest Dungeon. Now, we start the episode with me already having set up my team for an adventure into the ruins. At the moment, I'm looking at my trinkets. I've got 2. Maybe 3. I've picked up a few extra people, at least the houndsman, though he's not going with us. And we're on a medium mission, so we're going to get a few extra supplies than normal, like the camping. I'm going to take a stack and a bit of food. I like to take 9 torches, so that first one burns just when you need it, but it leaves empty space for your inventory for treasures and whatnot as quickly as possible. So here we are. Our highwayman, our crusader, the plague doctor. I realize I've been calling her a witch doctor, and I think the cleric is called a vestal. So my daughter has informed me that the genders of some of these characters are set and that there are comics for it. So I didn't do any research because I don't want to find any spoilers on the internet or find the wiki or anything like that, because I don't know, I want it to be new, I want it to be unknown. So the guys in the back, bone acolytes I think they're called, but bone courtiers, they have a bad habit of raising your stress. I do enjoy the blight that the plague doctor does. The fact that she hits 2 targets at one time is a very, very tactically advantageous thing to me. And he's resisted. Lovely. So of course bone people don't bleed, because bones. No bones about it. Ha ha ha, dad pun. I'm not really worried about the narrator anymore. In the editing process, I was able to turn the narrator down a little bit. I still think he can be heard, but he doesn't overpower me. And besides, he's just encouraging me to murder them all, like I need help. So I already found some cleansing herbs that can be useful for finding food or treasure. If I sound a little stuffy, I apologize. It's allergy season here in South Carolina, where Mother Nature reminds you that your life indoors is making you weak. So here's a secret room.
A handsome reward.
Definitely going to use the key on this one. And we find 2 very high value gems and a healing trinket. It raises her heal skills, but it also raises the stress damage she'll take. And we will find out here in just a moment. The scouting definitely comes in handy. So I am getting a bit of an advantage of watching, as I said in the last video, Northern Lion play. But I'm also watching my daughter Kayla play at home, and my friend Charles, who donated the game to me. I've been watching him play a bit, and watching the way they approach it is illuminating. It shows, I don't know, sometimes when you're playing a game, you seem to be caught up in the moment, and you can't think outside your own head. And when someone else is playing, you can sit back and watch the way they make decisions, and you start seeing certain advantages and disadvantages that you never considered. probably gonna stun him for a slight chance of healing again. I did not... Hey, that destroyed all the bodies. I gotta remember that. Yeah, we're gonna leave the Iron Maiden alone. It's not known for making friends. No reference to the music band. Okay, so we had to complete 100% of the rune battles. Oh, holy water in this urn of ashes. Huh. Another trinket. One advantage of bringing people with no trinkets on them is that when you find trinkets, you can go ahead and equip them. We don't have any more holy water, so we'll leave this one alone. Alright, so bandits and bone people. Must be like Christmas. So the big guy counts as 2 spaces. That's a crit heal. Excellent. The 2-space character is kind of odd because sometimes you get the advantage. I know that the Gravedigger flashing blades would hit the first guy and the second guy because it technically is hitting space 2 and 3, and the big guy counts as space 1 and 2. I know it's kind of silly and hard, I don't know, can be kind of hard to see at the moment, but in the next few episodes maybe we'll find other ways where the size is an advantage. And now we have a Plague Doctor on death's door. Good shot. Sarcasm. Could use another 14-point crit. Well, 7. Not bad. At all. You just can't out-heal what they can hurt in a turn. Oh. It's a numbers game you're going to lose, especially when they crit and put your Crusader on death's door. Now, death's door does give you a debuff that even if you survive through, that's going to last for the entire adventure in the campaign. Let's see here. Try to stun them so they don't get any more attacks. Or I could have just waited till they died. Huh. So yeah, this is... Well, that'll do. About to say, this is getting kind of annoying. But a crit does clean it up real nice. Go ahead and eat some food for health regeneration. Save some for hunger events, but other than that, doing alright. I know the 2 people in the middle have bleeding, and I don't have bandages, but it's only a few hit points. And there's a hunger event.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Makes you wonder sometimes if removing those obstacles in the hallway might not be a bad idea, because who knows, that could be a pillar holding up a roof. Of course, I guess the other side of the coin is if they're unstable enough to be moved by a shovel, they're probably not supporting too much. And here's our second one. And our second hunger event. This has been a trying walk. acolytes, courtiers, renders of the gods. What was his name? Brawler? Oh. See if we can't go ahead and start the poison train on the back.
Blurred vision. The end approaches.
And another crit. That was a good heal. I know it's not enough to save lives, but in a war of attrition, it might work out for us in the end. That, however, will not. What's the point of going first, dude, if you're gonna miss? See if we can stun this one. Or plague him. Which, either way, was no. Go for the multi-heal again. Okay, that was kind of lucky, I think. Being able to drop 2 of them in one shot. Okay, so you brought this on yourself for missing. There are no words to describe how sad I am about their accuracy issues. Well, a little food. Holy fountain.
Is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Okay. Okay, so fights in the hall are irrelevant. It's fights in the room, and here's a trap. Well, a little stress relief does go a long way. It doesn't really save the day. Apparently I read a book that told me how to kill the fish people better. I'm on board for this. Ever since World of Warcraft, I've hated fish people. No offense to mermaids. Mermaids are alright. But murlocs? Oh. Little gargling psychos. Well, let's see. I think that was the right decision. A classic maneuver. Yeah, I guess it's only fair. Sometimes they miss too. Oh, look. Double miss. Must be my birthday. This attrition aspect of the game can be quite annoying at times, it seems, to me. Gotta get into a better habit of checking their hit points. But that worked out well. Now remember that when an enemy, not an animal, when an enemy is destroyed by blight or bleed, it seems to never leave a corpse. I believe that's part of the rules of the game. The other aspect is, since I've said animal, beasts don't seem to ever leave corpse either. Corpse manipulation in this game can actually become a bit of a tactical strategy. And with that,
these nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be
We
beaten.
touch books. And get witness. Which I believe is a negative quirk.
Path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
And we have no shovel.
Without tools of iron, you must
So there's a bucket of stress.
have an indefatigable purpose.
And our plague doctor has become irrational. Now that is going to be an affliction till the end of the dungeon, or until I remove all the stress in this dungeon. And now there's no food.
Packs full of
So
steel
health
war,
and stress damage.
nary a thought given to the plow.
Okay, well this should be the last battle, so let's see what we can do. And I was out of torches as well.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism.
And now the highwayman has lost his ever-loving mind. And failed the first death blow.
Tenuous proposition.
So one of the two characters that we just talked about in the first episode, about making it to the end of the game, and going into the darkest dungeon, giving us an achievement, is dead. And now our healer's in the front. We can do this. This is a chance. This is your chance to shine. Somebody cue up the Rocky music. As a monster crit on the plague doctor.
Vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
And now the Crusader broke his little brain.
Those who covet injury
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything with this. He just marked himself. Well, is that enough hope? I mean, really, is that enough hope to turn this around? We've evened the numbers. I got one on death's door, though, who just passed her own turn. And now she's dead.
more dust, more ashes,
Great.
more
Okay.
disappointment.
And a miss. Yeah, it's time to
A wise
call
man
this a
groups
loss.
forces and regroups.
Well, at least one small benefit, while she does get stressed from running away and quitting the quest, that at least cleaned up half of it. So, with the loss of 2 people, I'm going to go ahead and collect my leftovers and get out of here.
Fire that tempers.
However, I think money-wise, we came out okay, and we have collected a bucket of heirlooms. I mean, that's 32 heirlooms. And now he has a weak grip on life. Okay, so we return to the hamlet.
In time,
I'm-
you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
You know, I'm just going to go ahead and end it here.
Once again,
If you'd like to like,
stands ready to make
subscribe, or comment, we would thank you. And as always, we love your feedback. So,
we will face
take care of yourselves, and if you find yourself in a dungeon, make sure you have a shovel and some food. Two Fools signing out.